they didn't just bury their dead. Some of them, they wore. The Victorian era was surrounded by death. You could say it was shrouded in it. Disease moved quickly. Bodies were buried just as fast. And for the people left behind, grief wasn't something you moved on from. It was something you held on to, because losing someone wasn't the fear. Letting them go was. At first, it was simple. A lock of hair in a locket, a ring, a photograph, something small to remember them by. But for some, that wasn't enough. So they went further, far enough that even today, it feels difficult to understand. They began using the body itself. But it wasn't just jewelry. Hair was carefully woven into lace, into the very fabric of mourning. Rings were made using teeth. Small bones were carved and set into keepsakes. Lockets held what remained, not just as memory, but as something physical, something that stayed with you. In some cases, those remains were worked into thread, bones ground down into fine powder, mixed into fibers, and woven into lace, delicate, intricate, and worn like any other part of clothing. This wasn't just fashion, and it wasn't just mourning. Some believe the patterns themselves carried meaning, that certain loops, certain knots, held something in place. The lace didn't just represent the dead, it kept them close. Every stitch, a connection. Every pattern, a quiet refusal to let go. And over time, people began to notice things. The lace didn't always feel natural. Some described a strange warmth, even in cold rooms. Others said it felt heavier than it should, as if it carried more than just thread. There were also reports of dreams, vivid ones, of the person the lace came from. Not frightening exactly, just close, a little too close. The lace makers paid a price too. Working day after day, handling and preparing these materials, breathing in fine particles without realizing it, settled into their lungs and into their bodies. Some became ill. Others described a lingering discomfort, a sense that their work followed them home. And some of these pieces still exist today, hidden in antique shops, locked away in private collections. They're delicate, they're beautiful, and they're still deeply connected to the people they came from. So, if you ever come across antique lace, or jewelry, or keepsakes from that era, You might want to ask yourself, what exactly is it made of? And who might still be attached to it?